Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I sort of do the retouching, or how I do my retouching on an image. Now I've got to be completely honest with you, I'm not a retoucher. Everything I know about retouching I've learned from watching YouTube videos and watching some of the other experts in the field. I do enough that works with my style of work, and that's probably about it. And that's, if you want to send your images to get them more polished, then send them to a retoucher. If you want to become a retoucher, obviously invest more time in learning how to do it. So I pretty much know the basics, like to use the spot healing tool to get rid of some bits that you don't like, and also use the dodge and burn. So dodge and burn is basically either lightening or darkening a surface of area, and it comes into play with under the eyes and things like that. So what I would tend to do is, first of all, with this image, I use the spot healing tool over here on the left hand side. So I just use that here, adjust the brush sizes as and when, and I just look for areas that could do with a little bit of evening out. Now, as I say, I don't do too much because, I want my images, especially when you're working with DJs, like I don't want them to be too overly polished. I want them to be quite real. This is not a glamour shoot or fashion or anything like that. So I don't need to make them, sort of front cover Vogue perfect. I just need to sort of tidy out any imperfections that, can can make people feel uncomfortable. So little blemishes like this, you can see there's a stray hair there. Get rid of that chap. Blend those areas there so it's less obvious. Anywhere that there might be spots, I also am just a little bit nice on any sign, too many signs of aging. Now I don't want to take them back 20 years, but I do enough to make them look a little bit younger, and just bring a sort of a more even, sort of look to somebody's face, so to speak. Because the thing is, you lose some of the texture, and of course with some people you want to keep that texture, whereas in this instance here, so I'm going to remove a little bit, but not drastically too much so they're not recognizable, so to speak. Just any red blemishes that I see, and this isn't perfect. Obviously you can spend more time doing this. The spot heal tool it's freaking amazing, really. It helps me a lot in terms of what I do with my work, and as far as I need to go, it gives me everything I need. So once that's done, I move out of the image, and this is how the image is going to be looked at, sort of this scale. So does it look okay from there? Yes, great. The next thing I use is this dodge and burn. I've got a couple of different actions that I've sort of created and loaded and put in there, and this one here gives me the ability to create a dodge and burn. So you've got a burn here. If I show you burn, that's going to make the area darker. We'll get rid of that. But what I want to use is the dodge. Now, my advice to you in terms of using this action, I'll put a link for it down below in the description, is do a test area first. Just have a little test. And to be fair, that test is pretty much spot on where I want it. You want to blend the colours, not make such a distinct difference. So if I was to make this dead hard and then put a spot there or put a spot there, that is really, really, really obvious. Avoid that at all costs. So what I want to do is drag that back, I don't know, sort of 20 odd, around about that, actually probably about 15 hardness. The hardness is going to make it softer, and that helps blend the lines, or the difference in sort of shadowing. You can see here, it makes it just a little bit lighter. Doesn't need to be huge amounts. I also do a little bit in the eye here, and just a little bit in this cavity, just to throw a little bit more light into that eye. Now, by no means is this like the most sort of sophisticated way of doing it, but in terms of the style that I like on my images, this does everything I need. I'm not going to do the other eye. The reason I'm not going to do that is because, as you can see, the light's coming in from this side, and this is all in shadow. So if I started to make different changes to this, it just wouldn't work, in my opinion. I would be able to look at that image and know that it's over photoshopped or sort of overworked. So once I've done that, and that area sort of comes to life, pull that away, have a little look at the difference. So you can see the difference, we've just lightened that area. Of course, there's a little bit here that I could continue to work on. So once I've done that, I'll just sort of zoom out, have a little look at it with and without, and I am pretty happy with that. And that's as far as I will take it. Then what I do from here is, because I shoot in Capture One, I do these sort of retouches in Photoshop, and then I move it back in Capture One to do the final adjustments. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the final bits of work on this image in terms of colour, and then I will show you a before and after image, and you can see the difference that my retoucher does. And so here they are, the two images. So here is the original image and here is the after image. And you can see just sort of a slight difference. Obviously, I didn't want to take too much away in terms of what I was doing. I'm just going to actually just drop, actually the wrong one. Just going to drop those highlights just slightly. Pull them all the way down, but I still sort of want to keep some tonality there. So there we go. That is the two images. So this is the original one, as you can see from the retouching. I've got rid of a lot of sort of like these pockets of imperfection around the eyes. If you see, if we zoom in to both of these a little bit further, there we go. So you can see that it's lighter around the eyes. You can see the pupil a little bit. The creases here are gone. The stray bits of hair have all been removed. And that is how they would look. And that is really as simple as that. So enjoy the action that I've stuck in the description below. And if you're interested in trying out Capture One, there's a link down below for a 30-day trial. So by all means, give it a go. See if you can add it to your workflow. And as ever, enjoy it. Take care, guys. See you soon.